Welcome, people, to another episode of Sports and Superhero, the podcast where it brings sports and superhero news of the entertainment faction from the last week. We talk about the things we either read, heard, or listened to, give our opinions on it. I am your host. I do superheroes. Sammy, and my co-host Marcus. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? I got your sports side of the situation.
Yes, and we just two friends talking about shit they like. I probably shouldn't have cussed so early in the podcast, but we're not monetized yet, so it doesn't matter. Uh, but yeah, this is what we're doing. We're talking about things that we enjoy, give y'all opinions on it, and hopefully y'all give y'all opinions in the comments down below. While you're down there giving your comments, go ahead and hit that follow button, hit that like button, subscribe, all those good things. Check out all our other social medias. Greatly appreciated. And if you would like to give a voice message, we have a link for that. Yes, you can leave a voice message and we will play it on the podcast. It's about a minute long. So whatever you got to say, get it in that minute. We'll play it on a podcast and probably answer whatever question you have if we know the answer. Or we'll try to look it up, one or the other. As long as it's not no weird stuff, we'll probably answer it. But yeah, let's just jump right into it for this week. Marcus, go ahead and hit him with the first sports story.
All right. My first story is kind of long, so bear with me. So,
Buckle up, people.
Malik Beasley, you know what that is, Sammy?
Uh, is he
Basketball.
playing in the Big Three right now?
No, he plays in the NBA.
He's still playing NBA. Okay,
And
I
he's,
remember the name Beasley.
yeah, played for Detroit Pistons last season, and then before that,
Okay,
the Milwaukee Bucks.
okay,
But he has a little well, I wouldn't say little. He kind of got a big situation going on. So Malik Beasley is under federal investigation for gambling on NBA games. And he was just about to sign a new contract with the Detroit Pistons when that story came out. So that put
okay,
that on pause. So like we
okay.
didn't know
Hold
what's
on.
going on.
This isn't. He's not a light skinned dude, is he?
No. That was
Okay,
uh
cause
that was Michael Porter Jr.'s brother. I
okay,
can't
okay,
can't remember his name. Played for the Toronto Raptors. That was a whole
okay,
different guy. Uh, he Beasley, he had a good season last season, but reportedly faced financial issues. The NBA is cooperating with the investigation, which could jeopardize his career. So the allegations are from the 2023-24 season when he played for the Milwaukee Bucks.
okay,
A gambling industry source pointed to a game between the Bucks and Portland Trail Blazers on January 31st, 2024. The odds on Beasley recording fewer than 2.5 rebounds moved significantly at sports books before the game, shortened from around plus 120 to around negative 250 due to a surge of action on the under. Beasley finished with 6 rebounds, and the bets were deemed unusual loss. So, for the people who don't bet, and even for myself, I'm going to explain what the plus and minus means when it comes to betting.
gotcha.
So, a minus sign next to a team or a player's odds significates that they are favorable to win the game or event. Uh, Payout calculation. The number after the minus sign shows how much you need to wager to win $100. For example, if the odds are negative 150, you would need to bet $150 to win $100 profit. A plus sign next to the team or player's odds indicates that they are the underdog and less likely to win. The payout calculation is the number after the plus sign shows how much profit you will win on $100 bet. For example, if the odds are plus 200, a $100 bet would yield a $200 profit if the underdog wins.
Okay.
So now to get into the crazy part of this story. Malik Beasley, despite having a successful season with the Detroit Pistons, is facing, like I said earlier, a federal gambling investigation. and over $8 million in financial issues, including lawsuits and seized wages. So, bro, stay with me now, because this is when it's going to get crazy. The FBI is investigating Beasley for wire fraud, gambling, and prop bets. A marketing firm is suing him for failing to repay a $650,000 advance. Michael Beasley is facing multiple lawsuits for unpaid debts. There's a guy that's suing him for at least $2.5 million for breach of contract related to a marketing advance. He was also sued by South River Capital for nearly $5.8 million, with a portion satisfied in 2023. Beasley was also sued twice for unpaid rent at the Stocks in Detroit, with one case dismissed and another pending. And then, now this part I don't understand. The first part. A barbershop won a $26,827 judgment against him, and a dentist won a $34,390 default judgment and is garnishing his checks. Well, I don't understand. I don't understand how you owe a barbershop $26,827. I mean,
unless you be getting private cuts that's like $200 to $300 a pop, and you was like, "Hey, I got you next time every time for a year and change." Damn.
Yeah, and then it's great. His NBA checks was being garnished because of all the money he owes. So yeah, and then the getting sued for unpaid rent twice in Detroit. He is he's in financial trouble.
He is in financial hardships. This ain't just trouble. Like, they are garnishing your wages. That is rough. And you make, how much does he make?
His career earnings is hold on. I gotta find it. Give me a second. His career earnings is $59,948,525.
Okay,
Let's see. Last year he made. Wait, last year he made $6 million with the Pistons.
Yeah, so $6 million.
I mean, granted, it's tax, so he didn't see $6 million.
Let's say taxi down to let's say 4.5. 4.5. He got a manager. So let's say let's take away what a manager wouldn't cost 1.5 million. No, it wouldn't be that much. Let's say $500,000.
It also depends on what state you're in, because every state got different taxes. It's like, for instance, like in LA, taxes are a lot higher. So you see like these players signing these massive deals, but then they have a way higher tax rate.
But he in Detroit. You can tell his taxes are Detroit taxes.
I mean, yes, he's played, and so his rookie year he was in Denver, then he was in Minnesota for 4 years, which Minnesota does not have any state tax. So we go to Minnesota, if something's 99 cents, it's 99 cents. It's not $1 it's a change. He played in Milwaukee for a year and now Detroit for a year.
Clearly, he don't have an accountant, so he no one's paying his stuff like they should.
Yeah, he's only 28.
He's only 28. How can you? Well, see, that's give young people money, that kind of money. That's life changing money, and they kind of blow it. Like, he blew it fast. He blew it to the point that he is in debt, and they are garnishing his wages. Like you're a multimillionaire, and you're getting your wages garnished. That is not great. Not great at all. Um, mm. So he was accused of cheating, or no? You say he was
She,
federally
yeah, for gambling. But
okay.
the I think gave in a article that I looked at a while ago. It really didn't look make too much sense to me because it
So like
says
they say he was gambling on cards or in games.
look, on games. It says like the bets would deem unusual loss. So
Okay.
just so just something looked funny, so they're investigating, but they're not really
Okay.
saying that he actually did it.
Uh, so he
You know,
possibly could be fixing games to make money on.
see, it says while playing for the Milwaukee Bucks, Beasley was sued by Carol Cuts, a celebrity barbershop based in Milwaukee. In January, the shop won a 26,827 judgment against him. Then that same month, he was sued by the dentist for 34,000. It looks like really his biggest problem is getting them advancements from these sports groups. So, from my understanding, with these sports agents or groups, managements, is they'll give you like an advance. They'll give you money
Mm-hmm.
on the chances that you're going to make that money back so you can pay them. And it seems like in this one case, he was given an advance of 650,000. So Beasley failed to repay 650,000 advance tied to future earnings from his name, image, and likeness. I'm not gonna hold you. I put some of that on the sports management group because
Yeah.
Malik Beasley, I mean, he's not a household name like that. I would give him a
No,
650,000 for his name, image, and likeness. Like
not at all.
he's not like that. I mean, he's not a bad player. He's a good role player. He can knock down 3 pointers, but and he does this little shimmy with it afterwards. I don't know if you saw that game. Like towards the end of the season, he went to go take a three. They was playing Milwaukee, and Giannis blocked his jumper,
Uh
and then
huh.
Giannis did this little did Beasley shimmy. Beasley was upset. He was mad.
He
He was
was
like,
heated.
you like, you don't do that shit. I was like, why? Because they used to be teammates. I was like, all fun and games. He's like, don't do that shit. At
Yeah,
first,
you'll
when I
do it
saw
without
that,
playing against you.
like, why is he upset, so upset? But now, after I read that, I see why this nigga upset. Oh, my bad. I see why this guy is upset. All this money.
You ain't got no money.
I ain't got no money. So, yeah, he was,
Oh wow.
yeah, so before all this came out, uh, he was about to sign a 3-year, $42 million contract with the Pistons. So he could have
Ooh.
really used that 42
Definitely
million.
could have used that money.
Yeah,
Definitely could have used that money. Pay some stuff off. Definitely could have used that money. Oh
yeah.
wow.
It was terrible timing for
Jeez.
him. And I know he's like,
That
oh, then
is
this
terrible
came
timing.
out after I signed, after the ink dried in his
Exactly.
contract, because he was in contract negotiations.
Yeah. Like he doesn't seem like he in too bad of a hole that he can't get out of. But the whole investigation, they find him guilty. That's a whole nother can of worms he got to deal with then. So he ain't
Yeah.
even worried about the money he got to pay back. He worried about the jail time he gonna be having to have. So hopefully he's not found guilty of doing some illegal stuff. Hopefully he didn't do some illegal stuff, and he can get his finances correct. Because you hate to see that to a young man that worked so hard to get to that goal. Like that's a goal to get to the NBA. You put that work in, you got there. Now to lose it because you don't know how to manage your money, it's
So
very upsetting.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like, if I made it, one of y'all, three, or my girl, one of y'all going to barber school. I'm not. I'm not trying to get taxed getting a haircut. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Somebody going. One of y'all going to barbecue? I don't care which. I don't know. The three of y'all pick between or the four of y'all. I don't care. One of y'all going to barber school so y'all can travel with me and cut my hair. I'm not 26,826 for a barber. That's crazy. You're not. I'm
yeah,
not paying $200-300 for a haircut. That's crazy.
that
I'm
is
not doing
wild. I
it. I
mean, you
will.
don't even have. You could pay that in like pay that for 6 months. Give them $300 to come get your cut every
Uh,
other month. Drop by, not a cut. It could be a
I,
number of cuts.
Boy, I'll be like Tim Duncan when he played. Boy, we have a road trip. I'll be looking bummy, facial hair all over the place. And then when we have a home game, then that's why I'm here at my local barber to get a cut. I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. No, that's
Very
crazy.
true.
And I
Very
love
true.
my haircuts. I like for my hair to look neat, but I'm not. No, I'm not gonna do it. Nope. The cheapness is
That
gonna
does
kick
seem
in.
ridiculous.
Like we'll do
That
it.
seems very much ridiculous. Oh wow. Oh wow. No, because I was actually was it the light skinned dude that you were talking about? 'Cause I seen a clip of him saying he would help his friends get rich, or a way he would help his friends get rich
Uh,
if he chose to do it
uh,
was you see that clip?
So that's Michael Porter Jr. That's Javante Porter's brother. So Javante is the one.
Okay.
I could. Javante, I believe that's his name, is the one who got suspended from the
Okay.
NBA. Michael Porter Jr. is his brother. And then I saw that clip. I like, why would you say that? You are still currently in the league, my guy. Why would you say that? You think you're not going to be under investigation? You think the NBA is not hearing
Exactly.
this? Why are you saying this? And then I saw a clip of him also. He's about to get his car towed, and he's standing like between the car and the tow truck. I think his car is already hooked up. He was like, "Man, you try to tow my car for what?" And this next part's funny to me. Uh, and he was like, "You try to tow my car for what? You a black man." And then the guy who's the tow driver says, I'm not black. I'm Puerto Rican." And as soon as I saw that, I thought of that Godfrey video, the comedian,
Yeah.
when he talked about the Puerto Ricans. Oh, I'm not black. I'm Puerto Rican. Like, yeah, it
I know
was.
black. I know black. I Dominican.
Right, exactly. You see, my hair is not the same. It's different.
uh yeah, that's crazy. I know there's been a lot of in multiple different sports gambling situations where players are throwing games for gambling debts and stuff like that. Hopefully this man doesn't have to go down that path and he gets found he actually did it and gets prosecuted. Hopefully it's just a misunderstanding and then he can fix his financial stuff. But man,
Honestly,
you got to be on
honestly,
top of that.
I blame it on the leagues, the NBA, NFL, because these gambling sites are partners for these leagues. There's on all the commercials.
True.
You watch basketball, football. There's a commercial for gambling. It's like at some
True.
point, like some of these low level players, you don't think they go try their luck. I mean,
Yeah,
it's everywhere. Like
it
if
is.
you don't
It
want this
is.
to happen, I mean,
It's a big money
it's
maker.
it's been happening for a long time, but now it's just like these leagues are trying to, make a profit off of themselves because it's been happening for a long time. But
The
now
funny
really,
thing would be if it happens in the WNBA, like have a big scandal for that. That would be interesting to see. That's when you know you made it. That's when you
side
know
note,
you made it.
side note, there was bets on what color the next dildo would be thrown out on the court.
Really?
Yes, and
Oh wow.
I want to say the last time I checked, there was 4 incidents of a dildo being thrown on the court at
Yeah, I think
WNBA
it's
games.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I can't
it's
I can't
unfortunately.
remember I can't remember the last color, but there was a lot of bets on neon green, and it wasn't. It was a different color. I like this is ridiculous.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, unfortunately, they got to deal with that. Hopefully, that ends in the next 2 months, so they stop doing that. But that's unfortunate. But speaking of money, let's break down some of the box office for this year. Warner Brothers had their Superman movie come out. The box office for that, as it sits right now, I think it's 589 million. Yeah, 583 million. Sorry. So they are close to getting across to 600 million. Um, they say that they made their budget though, because I think the budget for this movie was around 120, 130 million. So they made their budget back and they're in the profit, I believe. Depending on how it breaks down, usually the theaters go 50-50 after the first week or something like that. I'm not 100% sure how the studios break it down and the theaters break down the money. But as of right now, that is the biggest superhero movie box office of this year. Of this year. Last year, I believe it was Deadpool and Wolverine at $1 billion. I think that was the biggest box office of that year, movie, superhero movie wise. So we have Superman in the lead with 583 million. Then we have Fantastic Four First Steps with 439 million right now. That's their box office right now. They're closing up on Superman. They're still like 160 to 150 million away, but they're trying to close that gap. Unfortunately, their attendance has been dropping every weekend, so I don't think they're going to make it. I think Superman's going to keep the top superhero movie box office of this year because I think that's it for superhero movies this year. Yeah, I don't think there's any more superhero movies this year. And the third runner up would be Captain America Brave New World at 415 million. So those are your top three: Superman, Fantastic Four, Captain America 4. To say I'm surprised, I am a little surprised. I really dug the Superman movie. I thought it would actually do better. I think a little bit of the controversy of the woke Superman came into effect, but also a lot of Snyder fan Superman, Man of Steel fans kind of bashed the Superman movie a little bit. So I think that might have affected it too. But I really thought it was going to do a lot better. Nowhere near $1 billion. Didn't think that. I thought it would get like at least 700 million. It is a really good movie. It's fun. It's very family oriented. It's very colorful. It's very comic booky. I thought it would do better. Fantastic Four. I'm not surprised at where it is. Marvel's kind of been having this downward spiral as of lately. Um, People kind of want to hate on Marvel right now, but only to their own effect because they haven't been putting out the best of content, and they've been putting out a lot of content as well. So with their shows and doing at least 3 movies a year, it's a lot of stuff, and I think people are starting to get tired of superhero stuff. The best way for them to fix that is to one, make better superhero movies and shows, not make so much content at either. That definitely would help. But I think they also need to reduce the budgets on these things. Like 150 to 200 million dollar budget is not in the cards anymore. Reduce your budget and make what you make a little more easier to stomach. Like if I make a movie and it makes 500 million, that half of that budget is 200 million. That's gonna suck. That's not gonna be a good return on that investment. But if I can make that same movie for 90 million, closer to 100 million, that's a better return. So they're gonna have to bring the cost down on the budgets of these movies. but also make better movies, make engaging movies, good scripts. They gotta have a little more action in it. Yes, action costs money, unfortunately, but you want superhero movies. I had people arguing this in one of our TikToks where they were arguing, well, it's a superhero movie, so it's not supposed to have action. But no, superhero movies are action movies. They're known to be action movies. So you have to have 2 to 3 action set pieces in that movie. It's kind of what people are expecting. Superhero movies are the new action movies of this day and age, so you expect to see that. Um, I think they can do it. They can kind of cut off the fatigue of superhero movies for people are beginning to have and give it still some longevity, still give it some more time in Hollywood. Long as they don't do what they did with cowboy movies and just keep hitting them until people are totally tired of them, they should be okay. But you do need to keep that quality up and keep that budget down. I'm not saying rip people off to do your budgets lower. No, pay people what they're worth. But you also need to bring up new people. Find new stunt people, new writers, new actors. You kind of have to do that. Like somebody told me, like, why do they keep using Ronnie Downey Jr. in movies? Just keep using them because his price goes up every time you use him. Every time he's successful in a movie, his price goes up to the point to where you're pricing yourself out of your budget just hiring that one actor. That's why you got to bring new people in, unfortunately. Yes, I get it. People are like, I'm tired of changing heroes. Why you got these new heroes? But they're doing it because they need to lower the budget. And I can't keep paying Robbie Downey Jr., Chris Evans 20, 30 million a picture and keep that budget low. I'm going to bring in a new guy that I only have to pay $1 million. So that leaves room for my budget for traveling, great writers, great directors, great action guys, special effects. The guys that do the CGI, they cost money too. And those guys sometimes cost more money. So you got to leave yourself room for budgets. But guys, let us know in the comments, what was your favorite superhero movie of this year? I think we have Fantastic Four, First Steps, Superman, Captain America, Brave New World, and we have Thunderbolts / New Avengers. I think that were all the superhero movies of this year. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let us know which one was your favorite. Rank them 1 to 4. Since we're asking you to rank them, I guess I should rank them. What is your ranking? Marcus hasn't seen Thunderbolts.
I've only seen one of those movies. That was Superman.
Yeah.
But no, my question to you before you rank your movies, do you think this is a fine line of like cutting the budget and find people with lesser experience and still making a great movie that the people will go and see? Because at this day and age, it takes a handful of people, really a handful of people who have enough followers that bad talks a movie, TV show, whatever it may be,
True.
and that can really mess up your the people going out to see the movie.
Very true. It's actually a good question. Can you bring in new people and still put out a good product? Um, they kind of have to start bringing in new people and letting them either work or be around the senior people as they do projects, so they get to learn experience on set. Um, Hollywood has to get out of that it's who you know thing. They kind of have to move away from that because who you know is always going to be the people around you, and those people are going to cost money, unfortunately. So they're going to have to start outsourcing for new talent, for new people in from behind the camera, in front of the camera, or writing the pages to making the computer stuff, doing the CGI, all that. They're going to have to start outsourcing more to people they didn't know instead of just people they do know. Hollywood is a big place of who you know is how you get jobs. They might have to change that a little bit to keep that same kind of machine they want going. Um, they have to evolve very much. They have to evolve. That's just what it is. But I think it's doable because we're seeing it on YouTube. People are putting out YouTube series that are better than regular TV series sometimes.
No,
So
I agree with that. I watch
there's
one faithfully. I watch one faithfully on YouTube. I'm like, this is good. I don't.
exactly.
It's a TV show, but it's on YouTube.
Yep.
I enjoy it.
So with the advancement of technology and the lower price of technology, like computers, light, and all that stuff, people are starting to catch up to Hollywood a lot faster than Hollywood thought they would, and are be able to produce and make stuff on that same level with a lower budget and very small entry into doing it and putting out quality stuff. So they might have to start looking at YouTube and seeing what these guys are doing and start picking them from YouTube. It might need to happen.
I will say there's one guy like I had first saw him on Twitter, and he would do like these short like movies or whatever. And then I actually saw him in a movie that came out earlier this year. Was it one of them days with SZA and Kiki
Oh yeah,
Palmer?
yeah, I see him. Yeah,
He,
yeah,
yeah, Joshua. I can't remember his name, but yeah, I
yeah.
was like,
I
oh,
know who you talking about.
I recognize him. Or even
Yeah.
the guy from State Farm. The dude, there's Jake from State Farm now, and the State Farm commercials. I
Uh huh.
originally saw him on YouTube. I saw him doing videos on YouTube first before,
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. They've taken Mr. Beast and given him a show on a network. Like he had Beast games on a network, and it did decently. There were some backlashes on how he did the competitors, though. So maybe not do that. But there's also who is it? Well, Kevin on stage. He started his stuff on YouTube. He has YouTube kind of shows, and he sold one of those shows to a bigger network. Was it Churchy? It's in its second season on a bigger network now. Like that's how it's starting to go. So guys just gotta look into it a little more. Um, think outside the box. Like if you want to survive, you have to be able to adapt and pivot to that next part of the evolution of your business. Unfortunately.
so before we go, did you do
Oh
your
yeah.
rating?
Let's okay. My ranking, and this is from what I enjoyed to what I least enjoyed. So number one, number one is Superman. I really enjoyed Superman. I really enjoyed that one, and I'm not even a Superman fan. I think Superman's okay; he's a cool character, but number one for me is Superman. Then it would be Thunderbolts. I really enjoyed Thunderbolts. It was a different way of telling that story, and they got back to making it about humanity. They made that story connect to people on a humanic level. I know that's not the right phrase I want to use, but it made you more in touch with the villain in that, which is something if you can do that, that's good writing to me. Next, it would be Captain America 4 Brave New World. I really dug Captain America 4. I thought it was cool. I thought it was interesting. I love the pacing. Anthony Mackie, great star. He did a great job. I love him taking on the mantle. I love him doing his thing and doing it just without this serum and problem solving in that situation and doing what he has to do. I wish they would have had a little more. I forget his name. The first Black Captain America who has the serum and who got tested. I wish they had more of him in it, but I really dug it. Isaiah Bradley. There we go. I wish they had more scenes of Isaiah Bradley doing his thing, but I understand. But that was cool. And then the last would be Fantastic Four First Steps. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was enough action for me. The one action scene they did have was really good, but they really didn't use their powers that much. The characters didn't feel like the Fantastic Four characters for me. And it was a little flat for me. It was a decent origin story, but I felt they could have did better. It left me a little disappointed, and unfortunately, especially because I get they're up against the Incredibles, who had a great story, even though the Incredibles kind of took from the Fantastic Four, but they also showed you what a family superhero dynamic should be, and Fantastic Four felt kind of flat on that for me. But still decent. It was good, but out of the 4 superhero movies, it would have to be the lowest one for me this year. So that's my ranking. Put you guys' ranking in the comments down below.
All right. So on the sports side, we will keep with the money theme. So the NFL is fining over 100 players and 24 team employees for violating a league policy against selling Super Bowl tickets above face value.
Oh.
So face value is what you paid for the ticket and you selling it for more. Players are fined 1.5 times the face value and banned from buying tickets for the next 2 Super Bowls unless their team is playing.
Oh, wow.
Team employees face a fine of 2 times the face value, which seems a little backwards, saying that the players make more money than team employees, but I digress. The investigation revealed that that employees sold tickets to bundlers working with a reseller. The average resale ticket price for Super Bowl 59 was $6,034, with the cheapest ticket going for $3,346. None of the players fined by the NFL has been named.
Yeah, why? I mean, I guess in football, your money's not necessarily guaranteed, and they don't get paid as much.
No.
So I can see why you would be selling tickets. I can see that. But geez, but staff is a different story. Like you get salary, you set. Like, what is y'all doing?
I know I can see what staff would do. It's like I'm a team employee. Like, I'm sure it differs from each team, but I would imagine.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all get more than minimum wage.
Like, I would think, but I don't know. Maybe they don't because
I know a while back we looked up and see how much Cowboys was getting, and they was making like 80,000 a year or something like that. And I was like, God damn! All they do is go to games and wipe up. And like, that's a good gig. Courtside seats, and you getting paid.
Okay. It says as of August 6, 2025, the average annual pay for an NFL staff in the United States. Wait a minute. Okay. Maybe it is right. NFL staff in the United States is $64,055 a year. That works out to be $30.80 an hour. This is equivalent to $1,231 a week or $5,337 a month.
Okay. So they make pretty much as much as me.
So
pretty So I get but so do they get paid in the off season? That'd be the question.
No, they get paid during the season. I mean, if you think the NFL season goes from the beginning of September and if you make it to the Super Bowl till the middle of February, well, they getting paid since. I mean, I would imagine they don't get checks in the off season because they're not working. So, and, and in this economy, the way it's set up now, could you live off 64,000? You could.
Yes, if you especially if
No,
you're
no,
only
no.
working almost 7 months
Yeah, but
out
what
of
I'm
the
saying, like,
year.
see, it depends on what your situation is. Could I live
Yeah, it
off of
depends
it?
on where you
Yes,
live in, where you
right,
live in too. Yeah.
exactly. Because my girl showed me the most ridiculous thing. We went past these new apartments. They're supposed to be affordable living. And she was like, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna look it up to see what affordable apartment is. A one bedroom affordable apartment was 1,400. It's like
Mm.
that's not affordable. Like how's 1,400 for a one bedroom affordable apartment? Like that's
Yeah,
not
because I pay that on. That's shit, I almost pay that in mortgage. That's
like
ridiculous.
that. That's
Is
not
it? Is
affordable.
that including like heat and all that?
I don't
Was that
know.
just the rent?
I don't know, but it was like that's supposed to be affordable. Like it's
Mm.
crazy.
That is crazy.
So yeah, but yes, but like I said, I get why team employers are doing it.
Okay,
Football
yeah, I get it
players,
now.
football players. I mean, it's one of the things if you can get away with it. But eh,
Yeah, but you risking
yes,
your $60,000 job for possibly making like $6,000.
yeah.
Like that's,
Well,
I
hey,
mean,
hey, we just did a story of Malik Beasley, so
yeah, true. He was risking his six-figure job
so this
for
man
a
made
couple hundreds.
millions.
So,
So
uh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
and to his credit, I mean, because everybody is not like a LeBron who came from poverty and was a
yeah,
millionaire at 18. And, LeBron's done well from himself, his family. He has, but LeBron is probably a billionaire now.
I
Like,
think so.
that's one of those rare cases. It's, like a lot of these guys come from nothing and then all of a sudden they have thousands of millions of dollars in their account and
True.
they want to talk money because it's hard for a parent to teach you about something that they never understood themselves and never had.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
that's very
cause like
true.
I never get upset at my mom for not teaching me about money because in the long run, like she didn't have much, so she couldn't teach me
Yeah,
something she didn't know. So
true, true,
yeah.
very true, very true. Uh, Jesus, man, that's yeah. I
And
guess I could see why they would be selling them tickets. Never mind.
not now I'm so old. We didn't have this in high school, but I really think there should be in high school. It should be classes about money and
Yeah,
how
they
to
definitely
go about
should.
it. And
I know they used to teach you how to balance your checkbook and all this stuff. We
all
didn't
right,
even get to do that. Like
no,
they didn't
we
do that
we
with
did
us.
right.
They
I think
like
they
yeah,
need to. That's something that needs to be brought back because
definitely, 100%.
a lot,
Let
like
people
there's a lot of
understand how
teenagers.
loans work and all that. Yes, very
I
much
mean,
so.
because not only kids, but there are adults who don't understand how all that works. So
Very true.
yeah.
Very true. They definitely need to bring that back. Huh. Definitely need to. Okay. Well, speaking of things being brought back, we have confirmation on the Batman. So there was a WB's like stockholder call where they kind of talked about what they're doing with the uh, studio slash company and everything. Zazie, who is the leader, is the co-CEO of the WB, who he's under, well, he's above James Gunn. he got on the call and told stuff about upcoming DC stuff. So he talked about um, the Batman. He talked about they're going to start filming this spring. They're jumping into filming this spring. As many of you know, James Gunn said he wasn't going to film anything until a script is completely ready. So we know the Batman 2 script has been done. I'm blanking on the guy that's directing and wrote the Batman script. Let me look it up. But they're going to be starting to film this spring. I want to say Matt Reeves. There we go. Matt Reeves finished the Batman 2 sequel script, and now they can move to filming. Like I said, they're going to be filming this spring. The movie got pushed back. It's supposed to be coming out 2027. So they're going to start filming this spring. The rumor is that it will be Mr. Freeze is going to be the main villain of this Batman. That's still a rumor right now. We don't know for sure. Certain things point to it is supposed to be Mr. Freeze. Like people talked about the ending of the Penguin. It was snowing at the time at the end of that series. So they are saying that was a sign that Mr. Freeze was coming, which is a good sign. If they do that, that's really cool. The thing is that this Batman is more realistic Batman. So Mr. Freeze kind of has superpowers to an extent. Like he has the ability to freeze people, he has a freeze gun. He's frozen because of a disease. So it will be interesting to see how they do that in this movie because Matt Reeves says he wants to keep his Batman grounded and realistic. So having that super villain is going to be interesting because you have to have some kind of freeze element to him. And it's going to be a little unorthodox. I can't say that word. Let me think of a different word. It's going to be a little bit unique to have in that world. He's got to be able to stand out, but it has to be kind of possible to have it in that world. So that's going to be really interesting to see what they do with that. I was not the biggest fan of the Batman movie. I thought it was okay. Robert Pattinson didn't feel very much like a Batman to me. He's not a great Batman. He's definitely on the lower list of my Batmans. I am open-minded to see him in the sequel and see if he has grown. He's done more. My friend we were talking about it, and he was like, I didn't think he was a very good Bruce Wayne because Bruce Wayne and Batman are two different characters you have to get together for that Batman. And he told me that he was like, yeah, he understands that he was either trying to be Bruce Wayne or he had killed Bruce Wayne or something like that. They gave me a different perspective of the Batman movie, so I might have to watch it again in that kind of hindsight. But I still want that duality of Batman and Bruce Wayne in those movies. It's very important to that character. Am I excited for Mr. Freeze being the villain? Yes and no. Mr. Freeze are possibly being the villain. It's still a rumor. Mr. Freeze is a great villain. He is done. But they've already done him once. Yes, was it a great job of his first live action being a supervillain? It was Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was fun. It was campy. It was fun. Was it great? No. Definitely could do better. Definitely could make it more serious and impactful. But I think it was interesting. I would rather see a different villain of Batman that hasn't been done on the big screen. A nice one would be I don't know what his name. I think his name was Scar. It was the puppet where the guy was in control of the puppet and the puppet was in control of the guy. He was a villain. I want to say Scarface was his name in the animated show. I would really like to see him. I would like to see either the Mad Hatter. I think that would be very much doable with mind control, with the way he was mind control people. I think that would be very much doable in that Matt Reeves universe. I think that would be really cool to see. Can't do Man Bat. That would be kind of hard. Uh, could do Calendar Man and go real dark. That would be real dark. I don't know. Was the first Batman a rated R? I don't think it was rated R. Let me see. Was the
Hmm,
first Batman rated R? Oh, it doesn't say the
19,
rating of it.
1989. Talk about that one, the very first one.
No, the Batman.
The Batman 2022.
Yeah. What was the
PG
rating on that?
13. PG
PG.
13.
Okay. Okay. So I'm assuming to stay around PG-13. I don't think they'll make it rated R, but the Calendar Man would be a good uh, villain to go with. It'd be a deep cut, but of course you could always go with the main staple, the Joker. I don't know how long you will wait to put the Joker in the Batman movies. That is his iconic villain, so it makes sense to go with that one. But yeah, I am enthusiastic about them doing the Batman sequel. But they also talked about they're going to do this format of where they have a big movie and a smaller movie of that year. So they're planning on still doing two movies a year from DC. They'll have their big tentpole movie and then a smaller movie that is probably under 50 to 90,000, 90 million for their budget, which is smart. Have a big box office movie and a smaller box office movie just to offset each other. That's going to be their formula for a few years. We'll see how well that does. And their smaller movie for next year is going to be Clayface, and their big movie is Supergirl. So I'm assuming that's 2026. I'm assuming 2027, their big tentpole movie will be the Batman, and we've yet to learn what their smaller movie will be for 2027. So definitely, when we find that out, we will let you guys know. But yeah, that let us know if you're excited for the Batman sequel going into production. Hopefully, we'll start seeing some on-set photos, just like we did with the Spider-Man movie that's in production now. They're going crazy with their on-set photos and on-set videos and stuff. They actually put a trailer out for the behind the scenes of them their first day of shooting. That's crazy. They haven't done anything like that since like Avengers Endgame or Avengers Infinity War, where they did trailers for the behind the scenes stuff to get people excited because they couldn't really do trailers without showing stuff. But that was really cool. So Spider-Man, big hero, big hero. But we're talking about DC stuff. But yeah, let us know if you're excited for the Batman to start filming this spring.
All right. So now I'm going to talk about Shedeur Sanders. Um, he played in a preseason game last weekend. The Browns won 30-10 against the Carolina Panthers. Um, in that game, Shedeur threw for 2 touchdowns, completing 14 of 23 passes for 138 yards and had 19 yards rushing. Um, he settled in, displayed poise and scramble ability, leading 3 touchdown drives and earning praise. Sanders felt prepared and focused on winning, which the team did. Um, and his future playing time is uncertain, while other quarterbacks are returning from injuries. But his performance is likely improve his standing because right now he's like their fourth in their standings for
String.
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So, and then I'll get back to the quarterback situation in a second. Yeah. A quote from Shedeur after the game, he said, "I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't nervous or have too much adrenaline. It was just getting comfortable. That's all it is. There's plenty games before where I was nervous, but I felt like I knew the answer to the test. So when you feel unprepared, then you don't feel ready for the moment. I know I'm ready for the moment. Did I play up to par? No, I don't feel like I did. But overall, the main goal was to win, and honestly, that's what we did.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting back to the Browns quarterback situation, they have 6 quarterbacks on their roster right now.
Jesus.
And in the order right now is Joe Flacco is assumed to be the starter.
Mm-hmm.
And then second string, Kenny Pickett. Third string, Dylan Gabriel. He played at Oregon. He also was a
Okay.
rookie who got drafted. Shedeur, then Deshaun Watson, who got hurt last season. And then Tyler Huntley, which they just signed recently. But Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel, they're nursing hamstring injuries. So that's more. It's probably why Shedeur was able to have start that first preseason game.
Exactly.
Um, Side note, Shedeur, he has an interesting contract with the Browns. So he has a contract that includes prime equity clause, granting him a share of jersey and apparel sales. His jersey sales reportedly reached 250 million, earning him a 14 million commission, which
Oh
exceeds
wow.
many rookie contracts. This clause essentially makes him a business partner with the team, not just a player.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
yeah. And then today, unfortunate news for Shedeur. The Browns was having a combined practice with the Philadelphia Eagles because they're playing
Uh-huh.
Philadelphia in the next preseason game. And during that practice, Shedeur suffered a oblique strain during practice, and it's unlikely that he'll play in the next preseason game. And like I said earlier, the injury follows hamstring issues for other Browns quarterbacks, Pickett and Gabrielle. Uh, so yeah, so that sucks that he suffered the oblique injury today because he had a strong
Yeah.
showing. Um, I'm rooting for
What's the
Shedeur.
oblique?
I
Oh, okay. Oh,
you know,
okay.
let, let, let
Okay.
me let, let me double check because if I know they gonna be on my black ass in the comments. But I
Side
am
note, this man made, you said he made $14 million in commission?
yeah off
Good
his jersey
shit, my
sales.
guy. Good shit. Like, man, he already making more than other rookies. Maybe. I don't know how other rookies' contracts are going. I don't know how they are. But
Uh,
14 million just off jersey sales, that's good. That's good. Uh Jesus. Because I did see somebody was like, if you plan on buying
all
Shador's
right.
jersey to uh, support him,
Oh,
do that because he
oh,
gets a decent commission for
my bad. Don't clip that first thing when you ask what an oblique injury and that's say what it is. Don't clip that. You can just edit that out. But there are the sternal obliques, which are located on the outer surface of the sides of the abdomen. So like here,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
That's why I was like, oblique doesn't seem like I. What are you
Yeah, I
talking
don't know
about?
why I said that. Don't take that out. Don't clip that one.
I would I would try not to put that in.
Put that in. Put that in.
Uh,
But yeah, going back to what you said, I would buy his jersey, but I can't. I don't. Well, I'm not a fan of any team from Ohio for one. So that's one thing.
understandable.
Two, I don't like their colors. Like they're white and brown or white and orange. I'm not a fan. But if they had different team colors, I might consider getting his jersey. But no,
Uh
I'm good.
huh.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't wear
Okay.
football jerseys either. So
Mm.
yeah,
But I'm glad he had a great preseason game. Came
yeah,
out, showed what he could do. Even though his line didn't seem to be blocking for him, I'm glad he showed what he could do. That
Yes,
was good to see.
yeah, because I saw that he would. They said he wasn't getting reps with the first team, and he was. They had him throw the ball to equipment managers and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
So shout out to him because he. I'm not gonna go into my rant, but he should not have been a fifth round draft pick. So
Yeah.
I
Like
wish him.
I get him not being picked third in the draft, but not be pushed all the way down to fifth round draft pick. That seems ridiculous. Like that's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, I seen a video of him talking to some reporter or some
Mm-hmm.
sports reporter, and he was like, "Why you always got bad things to say about me? Like why you just can't? Why you never have anything positive?" And I've seen people saying, "Oh, he's being such a prima donna, saying this to this person," and all. I
Yeah.
was like, "No, he's a normal person saying something to another person that's only reporting bad stuff about him. Like
Right.
I
And,
do good stuff."
and he didn't do it in a disrespectful way. He,
Exactly. He
he
was
was like, "Hey
very
man,
calm, very nice. He's just
yeah,
like, why don't you
why
report
you
some of the
keep?"
good stuff?
Yeah. And I think even the reporter was like, "Yeah, he asked me, but he didn't. He did it in a nice way. Like the reporter did it in a nice
Exactly.
way." So
It's like they was like, "Oh, stop doing this. You just play ball and not worry about what they say." No, he's a
no,
human being.
he's a human
He's a
being.
human being, and he didn't say stop saying bad stuff about me. He said, "Why you only say bad stuff about me? Why you don't talk about the good stuff I do?" Like I get it. You're going to talk about me, and you're going to talk about the bad stuff when I do it, but you also should talk about the good stuff when I do it too. Simple as paint both pictures. That's all I want. Be
Yeah.
honest and upfront about it. That's all. Like, and I didn't see nothing wrong with that. But then I seen the two other sport guys, and they were talking about his first preseason game and how well they did. And the other dude kept just getting on him, like, "Nah, he could have did this." But he was like, "What are you talking about? Look at what he's doing. He's doing this without a line. He's getting no blocking. He's completed most of his passes. He's protecting the ball. He threw for 2 touchdowns. He's doing
Mhm.
a good job for a first time quarterback in the NFL. That's great work. Like you wouldn't
Yes.
do that to another guy."
And like I say, he
So
doesn't even get reps with those guys. He's not even practicing with those guys. So they throw him out there like, "Hey, figure it out," and he did. So,
yeah,
um,
this is the fourth string quarterback that they clearly not put any effort into, and he's showing, "Hey, maybe you should start putting effort into me because
mhm.
I'm where you should probably be going." Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Like LeBron said, he tweeted out something. He was like, "If he was doing bad, y'all would talk about it and be, talking about it. So as he do, praise him, just like you would if you would have did bad. Talk about it."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. Hopefully, um, he gets the heel, gets some more reps, and they start to see like maybe we need to move this way. Side note: I forgot that the Browns had who was it?
Deshaun Watson,
Who? Yeah, I forgot they had him. I totally forgot they had him
that
because he would probably be
that
their starter over Joe Flacco, wouldn't he?
yeah,
If he wasn't hurt.
maybe I don't know. He didn't have a good season last year.
Okay.
It's bad because when he got hurt, there was like cheers because I think he got hurt in the whole game too. It was
Uh,
bad. It was bad.
okay.
I have some takes on the Deshaun Watson situation that I might speak about.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Not saying.
oblique, sides. That's what Shedeur hurt. Oblique. It's on the
Yeah. That's what I
sides.
thought
It's on the side.
obliques was. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the sides. It's on the sides. You heard it. I said the oblique is on the sides of the abdominal muscles.
Yeah,
Sad
trust
about
me,
that.
I'm not a Deshaun Watson fan. I just forgot they had him.
Yeah.
Which surprised me they haven't just let him go. And
I don't think they could. Deshaun signed a major contract.
but they that's the thing though. They signed that contract when he was going through this stuff. So I don't understand what they were thinking. Like
But
I
you
have
see,
no idea.
a lot of people don't know what they was thinking because that contract kind of set the standard for quarterbacks. He signed a 5. Well, hold on. Let's see. 2022. What is this? Hold on. That's not track. Oh, Browns. It is a 5-year, 230 million contract.
Ooh. Yeah, they can't just let him go with that big of a contract.
Including $44,965,000 signing bonus. And it's all guaranteed. And he got average salary of $46 million. Yeah, he got that all guaranteed.
Ooh, wow.
$230 million guaranteed. Yeah. So
yeah, he got a good sports lawyer.
Shout out to
whoever worked that contract. Yeah, that agent is on top of it. He did this in the midst of his whole investigation. So touche to him.
His agent should go in the Hall of Fame just off that contract alone.
Yeah, that's he was willing and dealing with Jesus.
Yeah, got 2 years left on that contract.
Okay.
And then after that, he'll probably be out the league.
Yeah.
I'm like almost 100% positive that's what will happen.
Okay. Huh. All right. So we have a little more information on The Boys season 5. Just a little bit. They've shown some still shots of them filming. I guess they released a little bit of a trailer at Comic-Con. I didn't see the trailer. I heard about it. It shows Homelander walking up these marble steps. Him standing next to, I don't want to say it's a president, but it was like a senator or something, and saying how we're trying to make America strong again. That kind of rhetoric. But in the background, he's like, I want to basically make all superheroes or Vought heroes up in front and kind of eliminate human beings, which is weird because I don't think there's that many superheroes. I don't know if he wants to eliminate human beings or put superheroes above human beings, but I don't think there's that many superheroes with Vought juice in them. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But then we also still have Gen V coming, and that's coming actually September 17th. We have a trailer for that. I think we talked about this trailer a while back, but they showed some more stuff with that and how it connects with Project. Oh, what was that project? It was a project. 1 second. I vaguely remember the name of the project that is connecting Gen V and the boys right now. I gotta look it up a little bit. Give me 2 seconds because I want to say this name right.
Boys, I haven't watched that. I heard about it.
It's a good show. So the funny things about the boys, the first 3 seasons, a lot of the fans that are like right-wing Republican fans didn't realize the boys were making fun of them the whole time. They did not realize it. And they realized it like in season 4, and they kind of was like had a little bit of a backlash to the show. But by then they were stuck because they liked the show. But then they realized, oh, we're the joke of the show. They're using us as a joke of the show, and they didn't realize it until that late into the season. So that was really funny.
The 4th season?
Season 4. Season 4. Like I kind of realized it in the beginning that so there's this company called Vought, and they make superheroes. They take kids as babies and inject them with this fluid that as they grow, they begin to have superpowers. Vought eventually follows those kids throughout teenage years and makes them work for them, and that's how they increase their power. They hire these superheroes and keep them contained. Because sometimes superheroes do bad shit like have sex with a whole bunch of people or kill people while they're having sex or go on a mass murdering spree, not realizing it. It's wild. You gotta check out the show. It is wild. It's like regular superhero stuff, but on steroids. And there's blood, guts, ripping people in half, crazy stuff. This one super lady had sex with this guy and froze his penis because her superpowers was freezing, but in the midst of sex, she couldn't control the power and froze her body while he was inside her and froze his penis. Crazy. They didn't show that, but he talked about the story. It was wild. Odysseus. Okay, so I figured out the project. So in Gen V, they're starting up this project Odysseus that they. I think that's how you pronounce it. Is it Odysseus? I think that's how you pronounce it. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, sue me. You guys know what it is. But this was a project they had in The Boys a long time ago, back when Vought kind of first started. The project got shut down. Looked like in Gen V, they're restarting that project, but they're also going to be doing that same project in The Boys season 2, I believe. So that's going to be kind of the joint thing of those two different shows. Gen V is the first spinoff show for The Boys. They actually announced the second spinoff show called Vought Rising, which is going to take place in 1950 in the beginning of Vought when it first kind of started. It's going to have Soldier Boy and Stormfront in it. Younger versions of themselves, I'm assuming. Soldier Boy is going to look the same. I think Stormfront is going to look the same too because they're both kind of ageless. So they're going to look the same, but they're going to start Vought how it started out is going to be about that and the creation of Vought and going through that. So it's going to be a precursor to The Boys, basically. So I don't know how well that's going to do. The guy that plays Soldier Boy talked about it at Comic-Con. They had him read this whole description of it, and he was reading it, and he was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm reading, guys, but this is what they told me to read. He's in the show, which is hilarious, but he's reading it like, yeah, this is news to me too. So I guess they're doing the scripts right now. So that was really funny. But that character, the actor, is from Supernatural. So Supernatural was this big WB show, CW show that went for almost 15, almost 16 seasons, I believe. So he is one of the actors from that show. He's one of the main actors from that show. The Boys is actually pulling in 2 more main actors from that show into this season. So they're going to be working with that the same people. I guess the guy that created Supernatural is the showrunner of The Boys. So that's really cool that he could bring actors he used to know from that old show that he created into this. So you're going to have all those characters on this show, not as those characters, but all those actors as different characters. So it's going to be a Supernatural kind of reunion on this show, which a lot of fans of Supernatural are going to love that are fans of The Boys. That's really cool. But yeah, it's good to see that they're making another spinoff of The Boys because it's a really popular show. This is the last season of The Boys show, so they will wrap this storyline up. Not to say they won't have a continuous storyline for some of these characters in another spinoff show they do that continues in the future and not do a prequel. But then again, I don't know how long Gen V will go. It's on the second season this year coming out. Gen V was great. I loved it. It was fun. It was entertaining. It continued that story without necessarily needing The Boys, but still continued that story in that universe. I thought it was really good. I liked it a lot. I'm super excited for the second season. And I like that the lead is a Black woman. So it shows a different look to this universe and showing other characters instead of just Homelander, who is the white savior to them to an extent. But it's really cool to see. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about The Boys coming back. The Boys actual season 5 won't come back until 2026, so we still have a ways to go away for that. But we have Gen V to hold us over before that comes out, and we definitely will be doing Gen V episodes on here when that comes out, we'll be talking about it. Just like we'll be talking about Peacemaker that is coming out this month, actually in 2 weeks, I believe. Yeah, no, it's actually coming out in a week. It's coming out on 21st of this week. So we'll probably talk about it the podcast after that. But yeah, that is a quick story on the boys Gen V and their new spinoff show, Vought Rising, that's supposed to be coming out. But that's the podcast for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking it out. As always, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button, that like button. Show your love there. Go check us out on all our other social medias and everything. And if you would like to leave us a voice message that's under a minute, maybe a minute and a half, we have a link down below where you can do that. Ask us about sports, superhero stuff, or any other stuff. As long as it's not no weird shit, we'll probably answer the question. But thanks for watching, guys. Greatly appreciate it. And nope, that's all I got. I had a brain fart. All right, see you guys later. Peace.